Adam Killer.
Quit sucking around, Adam. So Adam says if I convince everybody that the town really sucks, that they'll pack up and get out of here, and then the town will be a lot better, because all the miscreants and the dirtbags and crapheads, they'll all get the hell out of here and make way for some living and breathing people who want to come down here and have a good time and open it up a little bit and get all these repressive right-wing old dying cretins out of here. And I said, I've been trying that for 17 years and it still hasn't worked. You notice how she's wearing the skirt up to her armpits and she's got those things strapped on to her chest? What is this, the new look now? I guarantee you that there's some whips and chains and Dungeons and Dragons going on with that Kerry, whatever his name is. Corey Haim or whatever his name is, her boyfriend. We have an open line in Dade, 751. Here we go again. We got an open line in Dade. We got an open line on the Star Line. We got over here. We got over there. Does anybody want to talk to us? That's this town. Adam's right, damn it. God, it sucks. Here's a mobile in Miami.
Neil.
Yeah.
How you doing there?
I'm doing great.
You sound pretty good. Neil, I want to say something. Remember about a month ago you were talking about...
Well, that's good that you want to say something. I would hope that's why you called, sir.
Remember about a month ago you were talking about these women that are driving... and they
the worst.
Oh, my God.
Absolute worst. And when I was driving myself home from the hospital last week, I get behind some old bag, some disgusting, pathetic, brain-dead bitch, and she's making the thing off 95 out of the turnpike there, driving like 2 miles an hour in reverse, and she's weaving in all the lanes at the same time, and I thought I was going to kill myself there before I got home.
Well, I'm driving, okay, and I'm at Hialeah, getting ready to get on Okeechobee Drive, or Okeechobee Road, and there's this girl, so I won't say something else.
Yeah.
Putting on all the makeup, looking in the rearview mirror, right?
Yeah.
She doesn't notice the light turns. I honk a little bit. She takes off. Right? She's on Okeechobee, weaving in and out every road. She's not paying attention. She gets another light. Car in front of her stops. She doesn't realize. Slams on the brakes, right? Almost eats his rear end. Next thing you
Almost ate his rear end?
Yeah, with her car.
Oh.
Right? She starts looking all over.
Why did I I just had a feeling. I mean, I knew there was no doubt in my mind that before the end of the call, he was either going to say that or he was going to say... We have an open line in Dade. Well, I was sure he was going to do it. Weren't you? Let's go to Plantation. Hello. Pat Boone on Dot Records. We love you, Pat. Just dummy up. Just shut up and take your clothes off, Pat.
Why, baby, why don't you leave me like I need?
I love that record. God,
If you need love and
that's enough. 1208, as Mike Ranieri would say, that's enough. Isn't that what he says? That's one of his famous lines, along with Ooga Booga and Chow, Chow, Chow. We have two open lines. They're both in Broward again. Two open lines in Broward at 524-9463, 524-WIOD. This is the worst. This is just... don't answer any more calls today. I'm doing screenless after I do these. I'm serious. I can't take it. I just cannot. This is the worst. WIOD. WIOD.
Yeah, I'm calling from the Plantation line.
From the Plantation line?
The Broward line.
Yeah.
Yeah, how's it going, Neil?
Great.
Welcome back.
Why do you say that? I'm calling from the Plantation
I was
line.
talking to the guy who put tea on hold.
George is, he's busy now. He's digesting.
No, the reason I'm calling Neil, I'm just blowing down this radio.
Yeah, turn that stinking radio down, sir, okay? Give it a rest.
No, the reason I was saying about women drivers, remember that lady who was in Indy now? What's her name? St. James?
Susan St. James.
Yeah, what's next, man?
I have no idea. And then they had some woman wrestler on the other day from some wrestling team. What the hell is that all about? And they had some woman hockey player on the other night from the Hockey Awards. There was some bitch who plays hockey in Canada somewhere.
Oh, my God. What's next?
Yeah.
I really don't know.
God only knows. Next it'll be women proctologists.
They're making that baseball movie with Madonna?
Yeah.
Like Madonna can play baseball?
Well, she's got enough armpit hair, I would think.
Only I just want
Probably
to say,
more than Steve Stone.
I don't know. Only I just want to say welcome back and wish you the best.
Thanks a lot,
Take it
pal. See ya. WIOD.
Agent Killer.
10 minutes after noon at WIOD. See, we need to do that to spice up the proceedings a little bit here today, okay? Do screenless the rest of the day. If you're on hold, don't panic, but if nobody answers, just George is busy digesting. Outback Steakhouse is bringing us some of that great, the best in the world walkabout soup tomorrow. And if you eat enough of it, boy, you'll be walking about for hours. No, I'm telling you, it's like a combination of onion soup and cheese soup, and a little on the peppery side, and boy, it is tremendous. God, I could just jump into a huge vat of the walkabout soup. Now, this week for Father's Day, of course, they're going to be open starting at noon. Ordinarily, all the Outbacks are open for dinner only every night, 7 nights a week. But because it's Father's Day this Sunday, they'll be open at noon all the way through the afternoon and evening, so take that over for a fantastic feast at an Outback nearby you. And check out those delicious tender steaks and great appetizers like the bloomin' onion and the walkabout soup and prime rib and chicken and ribs on the barbie and pasta and seafood and grilled fish and gigantic, fattening, disgusting desserts like the chocolate thunder from down under. Something for the kids, too, new kids' activity books. So check out the Outback for Father's Day starting at 12 noon. You'll find the Outback Steakhouse in Kendall in the Town and Country Center, on West Flagler Street in the Flagler Park Plaza, on Southwest 89th Place in Briar Bay, on Northeast 163rd Street in Sunny Isles, on Pines Boulevard in beautiful Pembroke Pines. Well, it used to be beautiful until they built Cemetery Village. On Riverside Drive in Coral Springs, on North Pine Island Road in Jacaranda Square in prestigious Plantation, and on Southwest 18th Street in Boca. Take that out for a great feast this Sunday to the Outback.
Take $6 million worth of name brand furniture, mark it down 25 to 70%, arrange for special credit terms, and you've got one heck of a sale. See the Modern Age ad in today's newspaper. Then hurry in and save during the $6 million summer sacrifice. Just listen to this. All Lazy Boy, Brookline, and Restonic are sale price 25 to 70% off. All Klausner, Action Lane, and Palliser, 25 to 70% off. That's right. All your favorite name brands are clearly marked with certified savings of 25 to 70%. What more could you ask for? How about special credit terms? You got it. Buy today at Modern Age and you make no payment for 90 days. Absolutely nothing is held back. Oh, and one more thing. Your satisfaction is always guaranteed, so you'll never make a buying mistake at Modern Age. Whatever you do, don't miss history in the making during Modern Age's gigantic $6 million summer sacrifice. Today, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. at all Modern Age locations.
Extra, extra, extra is quality. Extra variety. Extra is freshness. The lowest prices every day. The best in seafood and meat.
The best variety, quality, and freshness. Low prices that only Extra can offer. Like our dynamite item on bone-in chuck roast at $1.28 per pound. Everyday low prices only at Extra. But if you find lower prices anywhere else, we'll triple the difference in cash.
The freshest produce and bakery. The brand you know and trust. Extra quality.
Also, look for our hot prices on items like extra large loose eggs at only 59 cents a dozen. No one has lower prices than Extra, and that's a guarantee. Look for more details at stores. Offer valid until June 24th.
The lowest prices all week is for the difference. Extra savings for you. Extra.
This fall, join us for another exciting season of Dolphins and Hurricanes football action right here on South Florida's sports station.
WIOD.
In a little track house real close to a street they call Biscayne, the commissioner sat and he smoked from a pipe full of cocaine. As his mind slowly drifted away from the crack and the sex of the day, through the fog and the haze, you know he heard the prostitute say, take another hit on the pipe, feel good, while I steal your keys. Take another hit on the pipe, feel good, I love your Mercedes. Take another hit on the pipe, feel good, while I steal your car. Take another hit on the pipe, I've got your wallet and your credit card.
12:14 at WIOD. God, it seems like only, 70, 80 hours ago today we sat down here. It's been isn't today Friday? I'm telling you, you may not think so, but I'm pretty sure it's Friday. Miami.
Hey, Neil, how you doing?
Okay.
Glad to hear you're feeling better.
Yes?
And you seem like you have a lot more energy now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More energy than...
All of a sudden, he's Batman, and there's no Robin, and it's like a whole different story, and they have whored and destroyed and prostituted the whole thing. If I want to see Batman, I'll turn on the satellite. I can see it every afternoon about 10 different times. And I'll see the original Batman, which is fun. Batman was a fun thing.
Well, it was corny, but it was a little bit purer than what they're trying to put out now. I mean, you have to remember what they're trying to
going to camp with Burt Ward.
What they're trying to base everything on now is the old comics that came out originally, where he wasn't, Batman wasn't this guy running around in tights acting stupid. He was a...
No, Robin was the guy running around in tights.
Oh, he
was his ward, not his pedophile.
Yeah, Hank Goldberg at work.
Yeah, he really knows his stuff, doesn't he? Man.
Well, I thought the first movie was fair at best.
I wouldn't watch it.
It was... Did you ever...
Come on the tube, and I've seen about 2 minutes of it about 3 different times, and I just shut it right off, because there's no resemblance at all to Batman that I know. I'm just not interested in that. And I read it as a comic book as a kid, and it's still the movie has nothing to do with that.
It would probably be better, really, to have, like, Sister Socia or whatever be Catwoman,
Right. There you go. Sister Soldier.
If you ever notice, though, in the first one and in this one, there's no black people involved.
In what? No, well, they're all purple.
No, I mean, there's no, African Americans in either one. I thought that was kind of odd. If they're trying to make Gotham City kind of realistic, why would they not...
Well, why? Have you ever been in Gotham City?
I don't think anybody's been in Gotham.
Well, there you go. How many black people were in Superman?
Oh, that's true also, except for Richard Pryor.
The black people have got Cosby, okay? Leave them alone. They don't need Superman and Batman. They got enough fantasies already. They got Sister Soldier they got to live down, okay? Have a great day.
Okay.
See ya. God. 12:18 it's just a comic book. He's getting like Dan Quayle now with goddamn Murphy Brown, okay? All right, so she just had a stomachache. It was a false alarm, Dan. West Palm Beach.
Yeah, Neil.
Yeah.
I'm a new listener. I just want you to know I enjoy your show. It's
Well,
pretty good.
thank you so much, sir. It is pretty good. It's pretty damn good, sir.
All right. Listen, I want to ask you damn Atlanta Braves fans a question.
Yeah.
What makes y'all think that y'all's America's team?
What makes y'all think that y'all's is America's team?
That's right.
Oh.
Seriously.
Well, what are you asking me for? I'm not a Braves fan.
You're down on Lou Pinelli.
I'm not a Braves fan. I can't stand Lou Pinelli. He makes me sick.
Well, look what the man did for the Reds.
I don't care what he did for anybody. He still makes me sick.
And the Reds have been around a lot longer than the Braves have.
So?
Yeah, so, shoot, man. The Braves don't have nothing. They don't have nothing. You think they're going to go and...
Oh, you better wake up and sniff the lilacs, pal. You better get with it, okay? This weekend is the moment of truth. I'm going to talk to you on Monday, and let's see who's standing and who's falling on Monday.
No problem.
If you didn't have that big slob Rob Dibble on the team who knocks everybody down, if you didn't have him, you wouldn't have anything.
Yeah, and the Braves don't have nothing either.
I know.
And we'll just see, won't we?
Okay.
Listen, another thing
Go Cubs.
About local politics and damn cities and everything else, I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
The mentality of these city governments is totally anti-business.
Right. Y'all's not doing it. Right. Well, listen, you have a great day, and y'all come back now. You hear? 12:19 at WIOD. We're doing screenless, so I'm not giving any more numbers out between now and 2 o'clock today, and if that doesn't get the job done, I really don't care, to be honest with you. And George certainly doesn't care because he's in there digesting the 20 or 30 pounds of food that he ate. So just let it keep ringing, and if you don't let it keep ringing, that's okay, too. I wonder if that thing with the, we'll see. We'll see if they're tampering with our phone lines again today, as they've been doing for the last 3 or 4 months. Only our people in management are too stupid to understand that, even though this is a talk station. Pompano Harness tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday, every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday through July 25th. And tonight, wager on 2 outstanding simulcasts from the Meadowlands, the $150,000 New Jersey Pace Final for 3-year-old fillies, and the $31,000 New Jersey Sarah Stake Final for 2-year-old colts and geldings. Tomorrow, Friday, is family night. Bring the whole family out, kids 17 and under. Always welcome. They're admitted free to the grandstand when accompanied by a parent. 50-cent hot dogs, soft drinks, and beer at concession stands throughout the grandstand tomorrow. The outdoor barbecue with chicken and ribs trackside, live musical entertainment on trackside level, And tomorrow night's featured simulcast from the Meadowlands, the $100,000 New Jersey Star Stake Final for 3-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers. And then on Saturday night, the $1 million North America Cup simulcast from Greenwood Raceway in Toronto, featuring Carlsbad Cannes and Western Hanover and other top 3-year-old Pacers. Also Saturday night, the $1,000 cash giveaway after the last race. And don't forget, members of our 610 WIOD Pompano Fan Racing Stable, use your horse owner's pass for free. It's free clubhouse admission every racing night throughout the summer through July 25th. See you tonight. From a distance, wave, hey, hi, nice to see you, and leave us the hell alone. At Pompano Park every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, post time 7:30 p.m.
The Miami Dolphins are on News Talk Radio Station, WIOD. They're playing football, hitting as hard as they can. Rick and Hank with the action for every Dolphin. Nothing can define him, turn it on and try him. Rick and Hank on WIOD.
The opinions expressed in this program are not necessarily those of 610 WIOD or its sponsors.
He was his ward, not his pedophile.
When you think back about the face you see in Playboy, you might wonder about all that flesh they show. Because the plastic surgeons out there in LA now, they make somebody look like Marilyn Monroe. Silicone, give them those awesome jugs now. Even if there's still some bugs now, gotta have the bod they're looking for today. Oh yeah, give them some status tissue, so they can make the swimsuit issue. Mama, don't take my silicone away. Silicone feels like 10 pounds of jello, but you can impress the fellows here in Hollywood. We make it pay, oh yeah, 'cause you know you're always cuter when you got bodacious suitors. Mama, don't take that silicone away. Mama, don't take my silicone. Mama, don't take my silicone away. Mama, don't take my silicone. Mama, don't take my silicone. Mama, don't take my silicone away.
You'll be sorry, Elaine, when they start sagging down to your ankles. You'll wish you'd thought about it a second time. 1226. Well, she got a package deal. She got the new nose and nose, too, at the same place, same joint. Let's do what we're doing, screenless. Are any of these on hold? I guess Miami Lakes is. Hello?
How you doing?
Okay.
Glad to have you back.
Yeah.
Me and Jonah will put it.
1227 at WIOD on a screenless last hour and a half here on Thursday. Remember what I just said? No chance. The chances of you ever being on this show again on a scale of minus infinity are non-existent. So go bite the banana, okay? By the way, New York Times National, Tuesday, June 16th, headline, New Chicago unit to study child molesting by priests. Pretty surprising, huh? I think I'm going to wait. Don't want to go rushing into things, you know what I'm saying? Just take your time. Just take your time and relax and take a good deep breath. We got plenty of time here to cover all the bases. I mentioned about how great the music was on Waxy all of a sudden lately, and there's not one person in this audience who has any comment about anything and about how the fact that the Coast even played. Here we go. WIOD.
Yeah, Neil.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Great.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Listen, I got a little spy report for you.
Yes?
I think you owe Mr. Disney apology.
For what?
Well, he sent you a package, and I have a friend over at what we affectionately call Mount Sinai Hospital,
Mount Cyanide?
Yeah, Mount Sinai. That's why you get that gas coming out of these vents.
Yeah, no extra charge on the bill either.
No, they send that free to you. So we took the liberty of opening it up. It's a beautiful straight-edge razor.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a card in here, and it's, Neil, don't shave too close. Not.
Yeah.
Love Mike Disney.
That's Disney.
So, hey, you feel better now?
Yeah.
You got your present from him.
Well, I wouldn't want that to let me down.
That's my opinion. I'm like Disney.
That's right. Well, listen, Neil, you take care. You sound great, and keep up the good work.
Okay, keep it up.
Now, if you want that razor, I'll send it to you FedEx.
Send it to Hank.
Okay, will do.
Okay. He can work on the first two tins with it. 12:29 at WIOD. We're doing screenless today. It still doesn't help very much. We got a couple of lines that aren't even ringing on screenless. But hey, we're dead. We're dead in the water. We used to be. This station used to be hot as a pistol, and then they started promoting the news and weather and traffic and putting Meg Green on a lot. WIOD.
Hello?
Yes.
Neil?
Yes.
You're answering the phone today.
This is screenless. I'm answering the phone
All
right now. When I pick up the phone, that's me.
Does that mean I get to go now?
You get to go now?
Well, no.
Just raise your hand.
Listen, I wanted to clarify something I've been hearing on the news stations, all right?
On the news station?
Well, all the different news stations, you know, they've been talking about this Ice-T song that they're trying to ban out in Texas.
Who cares?
Well, I just wanted to clarify one thing. They keep saying it's Ice-T, the rapper. For starters, it's a heavy metal band that makes that song called Body Count. It's not even Ice-T.
Body Count?
That's right. The name of the band is Body Count, and he does sing for that band, but it's not rap music. It's heavy metal.
Yeah, they let the C off.
So, you know, let's just get it straight here. And the name of the song is not called Blank the Police. That's just the chorus part that they have in that song. The name of the song is called Cop
The
Killer.
Police?
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
The name of the song is called Cop Killer.
Well, isn't that nice?
So, you know, let's just get our stuff straight out there,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Well, take Ice-T and Sister Soldier and put them both on the same rubber wraps is what I say. 12:30 at WIOD. I mean, what kind of crap are we talking about now, huh? That's what I would ask, with all due respect. What kind of crap? Not rap, but crap. Garbage, man. That's what's wrong with this country, is crap. And most of our politicians are crap. Most of our calls are crap. And most people that you work for are crap. And most of the people who are infesting this town are crap. Right? Where else? Mitch Lewis says, right on. A lot of crap. Here's the Palm Beach line. Hello? Yeah, nice one. See, they let it ring for like 35 minutes, and I finally got to them, and then they don't know whether to scream or eat a banana. You're crap, whoever you were. How do you like that? Fits right in with my monologue, with my diatribe. How do you like that, sir, man, it, whatever the hell you might be? WIOD.
Big fellas leads a douchebag.
WIOD. WIOD.
I want to clarify something to the guy that just clarified something.
Oh, are we going to spend hours on Ice-T and Sister Soldier?
No, it's not heavy metal. It's hardcore punk.
Hardcore punk?
Yeah.
Not to be confused with rap or heavy metal. Hardcore punk.
Yeah. How come you're always talking about how bad the station treats you and everything like that when you're making so much money there?
Can I tell you something, sir?
Yes.
It don't make any difference how much money you're making. People get paid a lot of money because they earn it, okay? That's not an excuse to treat people like crap.
But you work
understand,
4 hours
sir?
a day, and you make all this...
And I have to talk to jackballs like you 4 hours a day. How do you like that, sir? So don't give me this crap about what an easy job I've got. I wouldn't wish this on Heinrich Himmler. What an easy job I've got. Pressure, pressure, pressure business, okay? And you're sitting there on the end of the phone like some kind of a punk giving me some kind of a lecture about heavy punk rock metal slash up your nose. That's the problem with the world, okay? The whole world is like one gigantic bad cartoon on MTV. WIOD.
You tell now.
Yeah.
I'm not ready yet. Can you put me on hold?
Sure. Okay, remember that's on 5. He's on hold. He like in the center square there. He's flashing like Paul Lynde. WIOD.
Hey, Neil, how are you?
Great.
So you're really giving it to them good today.
Exactly. I'm sick and tired of listening to these little punks sharing their expertise with the whole world like they know something. They don't know crap. They wouldn't know crap if it flew up and hit them in the face.
Unbelievable.
Right.
I tell you, tell them up their nose with a rubber hose, baby. So listen,
I'll tell them what I feel like telling them, sir. Don't try to put the words in my mouth.
Excuse me?
Or anything else.
Excuse me, Your Highness.
Okay.
So anyhow, your usual fun mood today.
I'm in a great mood today.
That's good. It's nice to hear you cheerful and chipper.
Mm-hmm.
And pert and perky.
Yeah.
Listen.
Perky used to pitch for the Reds.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The Cubs are doing very good.
Yeah, we did real good yesterday. If we get rained out every day, we'd be in good shape.
That'll be fantastic.
Yeah.
Big improvement.
Yeah.
Listen, I want to ask you a question. Do you do any, exercise or anything?
Why, you writing a book?
No, I'm just curious, because I know you watch a lot of TV. You watch...
No, I just lay there like a couch eggplant, okay? I just lie there like a big oozing blob on my sofa with my 2 remote controls and my big screen TV and my satellite dish, and I don't move. Does that answer your question? he just disappeared. That was it. His phone just died. And none too soon either, by the way, sir. 1234 at WIOD. Want to tell you about the pizza loft as if we have a choice. God, that Jeff Cohen, he's driving me crazy. He's making me nuts. I want to sit here and go for about 6 hours. I'd hang around even long. I'd hang overtime and just go because Jeff Cohen is just the biggest pain in the ass. He never stops. He never steps on the brakes. It's just full speed ahead on the pain in the ass accelerator at the pizza loft. Calls me during the last break to proudly announce that while I'm at the trough next Wednesday, on his birthday no less, be sure to bring gifts, that will be selling Snapple at half price between 5 and 10 p.m. next Wednesday. I love my Snapple, but I know that people are going to be dropping in from, they're coming down from Jacksonville and Daytona and Fort Pierce and Charlotte and Port Charlotte and Aintree and everywhere. Because we got Snapple at half price from 5 to 10 next Wednesday at the trough. Stop and think about it, Jeff, okay? Just stop and think about it for just a moment or two. What an absolute groveling slimeball you are, okay? A radio whore of the worst kind. They're not the fastest, they're not the cheapest, they're just the best, and the biggest pains in the groin and the loin at the pizza loft. Everything is made to order, fresh by hand, like the great World Award-winning pizza and award-winning lasagna. And, well, of course, you wonder who gives them the awards. Jeff writes them out to himself. And stuffed shells and manicotti and baked ziti and baby cow parmesan and eggplant parmesan and lots more. It is delicious. And you can enjoy your dinner in that prestigious Neil Rogers dining room. And as a summertime special, Monday and Tuesdays only, in the Neil Rogers dining room, buy any entree at regular price, get a second entree at half price.
Thousands of people. Just make Jerry Heller bring billions of bottles in just to make sure that it's worthwhile. At the Pizza Loft on 69th and Flagler upstairs in Miami, or call 266-5111, 266-5111, and tell Jeff to leave me alone.
Tonight at 6, it's Sports Talk 610, South Florida's most listened to sports show, followed by Goldberg at Night with Hank Goldberg. WIOD.
Engine killer.
Yeah, Gary Var's show. We'll give you our whole team. How's that, Chuck? Okay? Starting with Jerome Walton. 20 and Dwight Smith. 20 till 1 at WIOD. We're doing screenless. Did you make a comeback?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
As a matter of fact. It's amazing I haven't heard so many Mets fans.
Oh, you had one guy, and I had to dump him. I had to bleep him out. Because he made some comment about how the Mets are administering some kind of sexual thing to each other in the dugout.
Is clothing optional in the Neil's dining room?
What?
Clothing optional in Neil's dining room.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I gave you all that time to get your act together and work up some pretensive material.
It's difficult.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ask Orlando. Orlando always is clothing optional.
In the Neil Rogers dining room.
Right. Oh, you're talking about... Oh, and now you're bringing up that place again. Don't do it. Oh, this is a setup. Are you sitting up there right now? Is he yanking on your ponytail or something?
No. Can you put me back on hold?
No, I can't. We got a lot of people that want to get through here today, and I put you on hold, and that's the best you can come up with is to mention him again? God. No, Jeff, you're beyond, over and above and beyond the Call of Duty. And nobody can just handle the incessant. Did he bring any good cigars, by the way? Well, no, I don't want one. You know I don't want one like that elephant suppository. No, like a little one. That's not the kind of cigar I would ever smoke, even when I felt great. You know what I'm talking about, a little one, something that I can handle, something that I more can identify with more closely. And I'm not talking about those disgusting, well, yeah, I'll smoke one of those if you bring the lighter in. I told you I'm never smoking cigars again, didn't I? It's these calls. WIOD.
Neil.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Well, buenas tardes to you, sir.
And how are you? And I'm a Met fan, but I don't know. I really don't have any complaints or anything.
A long way to go. It's a 162-game season, sir. Don't let them stop their cleats in your face until it's all over.
I haven't seen the standings in 7 days either, so...
Well, you're about 8 games behind, and the Cubs even are a game and a half ahead of you guys. Oh, thank you. Mitch Lewis brought me a nice slim cigar. Looks like it's pre-smoked. It's a long way to go, pal. We got like almost 100 games to go.
Hey, can I make a request, Neil?
Of course. I like the way you didn't beat around the bush and suck around first for two. No, seriously, I don't like people that do that suck around and feel they want to ingratiate themselves. Oh, by the way, I love you so much. Would you please play? I don't need that. I'm just a realistic guy. What is it?
You are a great guy anyway, Neil.
I am. You're right.
Nevertheless.
See, now you're doing it. Okay.
Can I request Bob Prince?
Can you request him?
For my father?
Well, he's got a bad headache, but...
Yeah, he's a Pirates fan, so he's loving it. The Pirates are going up, the Mets are going down. And,
he's a Pirates fan?
Yeah, he is, not me.
Richie Hebner. Well, he gave one. You suppose he can grab one. How about a ding-a-ling? He give it, then he take it away. He hits one out of here now. This would be some kind of pandemonium. And why not? Here's the 1-2 pitch from Marichal. And there's a ball hit deep to right field. Back goes Bobby Bonds. And he can't get it. Kiss it goodbye. Oh!
How's that?
Yeah, sure does bring back memories.
Sure does. Back when I was a Pirates fan in the good old days when they actually had some guys on there who looked human.
Well, I used to watch him when I was a kid. When Clemente was in right.
Right.
Sargent in left. So,
Bob Skinner, right. Bill Verdon.
Yeah, so it was Bob Prince and Nellie King every night. So
right.
That was great.
And Jim Woods the Possum.
Absolutely.
Right.
Hey, thanks, Neil.
Have a great day.
Talk to you.
See ya. What happened to that lighter that I was going to have in here briefly, huh? You know, it's really interesting. When the food comes in, you're sitting in there carrying on like some kind of a petulant child. I'm not going to get any. I'm not going to get any. And all I want is a stinking cheap, like 23-cent. Don't stand there and wait. I'm keeping it in here for a while. You know these cheap cigars are hard to keep lit. They're like our audience. They're hard to keep alive. Let's do the star line, shall we?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Neil.
Yeah.
Listen, excuse my ignorance, but I've been
Why
listening...
should you be any different?
I've been listening on and off to the show for the last week, and I keep hearing about this blimp that got away.
I don't know anything about it.
Oh, I make blimps.
Was there a blimp that got away?
I don't know.
That must have been while I was in a hospital.
Oh, okay.
Where was it?
I don't know. I just keep hearing callers calling you
the
about
WIOD blimp. Adam let it
the IOD blimp that Adam let get away? Like that's a major story? Like that's a news bulletin? The IOD blimp got away and it wound up in
CNN.
Vegas and they thought it was Hank?
You didn't see it on CNN?
No. Yeah, right. Right.
So what kind of blimp?
Yeah, on
blimp
Cox
for?
News Network, right.
What was this blimp for?
It's the WIOD blimp. It's for a while. It's like a little promotional thing because we can't afford any real promotion.
Well, I make blimps. Maybe I can help you out with replacing...
No, we don't need any new blimps.
You don't need a new blimp?
We don't want no blimps.
How about a hot air balloon?
We got enough hot air,
Come on,
too.
I got to make a sales call. They're going to fire my ass.
Yeah. So who are you going to talk to? There's nobody to talk to here. They're all out.
Well, let me talk to one.
Huh?
Huh?
All right, hold on. Talk to him like for a second and then hang up on him. 12:45, or just hang up on him, period. At WIOD, let's do Dade County. Hello?
Neil.
Yes.
We've got a little problem. What's this guy's problem with Batman? I mean, there's a black guy in the first Batman.
There is?
Yeah, it was what's this guy? The guy who played in Star Wars, the big black guy.
Billy D. Williams.
Oh, Billy D. Williams.
That's right. He was the commissioner in Batman.
Huh.
You know, all these people, oh, there's no black people here.
Well, suppose there wasn't any black guy in Batman. Was there any Jewish guys in there?
You have to take their pants down, I guess.
Right.
Jeez. Also, for Once Upon a Time in America.
Oh, but Robin wasn't in it, huh?
Once Upon a Time in America, you got to rent the long version that's unedited.
I have the long unedited version, unexpurgated at home.
And you understand the movie, do you not?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people.
I think.
Well, they watch this thing on TV. Oh, we don't understand it. What's it all about?
Well, wait a minute. Were there gunshots at the end before the garbage truck went running off?
Yes, there is.
I forgot that, see, because it's been a long time since I watched it.
Yes, there is. I didn't watch it on TV because I know they're going to cut out a lot of things that explain
of course.
a lot of what's going
Naturally.
on. So, anyway, I just wanted to share my little insights with you. Have a great day, and I'm glad you're back.
Thank you. And Brian Bloom is God. 1247 at WIOD. This isn't a bad little cigar. It helps.
It's a Macanudo that Mitch gave you.
It's a Macanudo? Oh. It's Menudo? Don't start with that Menudo crap. We got enough problem with this place already. By the way, speaking of Menudo, how's Buddy Nevins coming with that pedophile radio ring that we heard about last November? What is this now? Like, is it July almost? I'll tell you, buddy, man, this must be some investigation. Even Shylock Holmes and Batman and Robin and Hank are having trouble uncovering all the characters in this. God, buddy, what a job at the Sun Sentinel, where if there isn't a real story there, we'll make one up, okay? Especially if it makes people in radio or TV or anybody else we don't like look really bad. Yeah, that massive radio pedophile ring. Because you know what they say at the Sun Sentinel, don't you? I know what they say. He was his ward, not his pedophile.
Hank Goldberg is your host for another Goldberg at Night radio show tonight at 8.
News Talk Radio 610. WIOD.
He's not just Hank Goldberg. He's a hippopotamus.
And the WIOD blimp. 1251 at WIOD. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Glad you're feeling better.
I'm feeling it great, man.
I was talking to Stan Major. He has a question for you.
Yeah.
Who do you want playing second base for the Cubs? What kind of person do you want?
That's that Palm Beach County humor. WIOD.
Hello, Neil Rod?
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Okay.
You sound pretty good.
I do.
How are you been?
I've been pretty good.
Oh, yeah. I heard you have been making fun of Mount Sinai recently.
I've been making fun of Mount Sinai?
Well,
no, I haven't been making fun of Mount Sinai, sir. I've been relating my personal true life experiences, sir, and it was no fun.
Yeah, but I mean, if the hospital wasn't there, you'd be still passing that stone.
That's true. Why, you work there?
No, I don't work there.
This isn't Omar, is it?
Excuse me?
This isn't Omar from Mount Sinai, is it?
No, this is just a listener.
Well, then what the hell do you know? Have you ever been in Mount Sinai?
I was born there.
You were born? Well, that bears out what I've been saying. God, I'm speechless. I'm just like that.
Yeah, but, you know, if it wasn't for the
So you
hospital...
were born there. What did you have to do with that? Like, you couldn't have been born someplace else?
No, but, I mean, it's a good hospital.
And suppose they would have, like, put like a big dent in the middle of your head when you were born, and you walked around looking like a bonehead all your life.
You can go to... If you went to Jackson, you probably would have still been sitting there now.
Well, I'd be better off for it, wouldn't I? At least they wouldn't have done anything to me yet.
I mean, did they do any rectal exams on you?
Yeah, the fact they had like a battery of proctologists in there. A search party.
Oh, well. Yeah.
And they said, oh, yeah, you work at WIOD. I said, how'd you figure that out? They said, they all the same assholes work over there.
Well, you should go back over there next time you get sick. Maybe they'll take better care of you.
Okay, thanks so much.
All right.
See ya. Who the hell are you kidding, okay? He wasn't born at Mount Sinai. He was hatched. 1253 at WIOD, Dade County. Welcome to 610 WIOD, your highly overrated station.
Hey,
your joke of the airwaves.
Hey, I don't want to argue with
Where
you
Meg
about...
Green is queen and the plant guy might be too, for all we know. What is it?
Hey, I don't want to argue with you about it. I'm glad that you're back, by the way.
You don't want to argue with me about what?
This sister soldier thing was...
Her name isn't Soldier, sir. It's Soldier.
Whatever.
Soldier, as in Soldier Boy.
Well, anyway, it was taken completely out of context, and, you know...
What she said on the air yesterday wasn't taken out of context. She is a disgusting, militant, obnoxious, Just absolutely needs to be smashed in the face bitch is what she is.
Maybe this is something that I didn't hear, but I heard her saying something about she'd never used drugs and he had, and talk about him cheating on his wife.
So what the hell does that have to do with anything? What does that got to do with her telling black people to go out and kill a bunch of white people? What's that got to do with anything? He puffed on a joint one time and that makes him a bad guy? I bet she's puffed on worse things than that.
No, it doesn't make him a bad guy, but...
And just like Jackie Mason said, whoever put a salami sandwich or a pastrami sandwich in their mouth if they didn't intend to eat it.
Well,
so who the hell is he
as
kidding?
I said, I know you have your feelings about it, and I know that you've just read the quote that was taken out of
I didn't just read anything, sir. I don't come on here and just start mouthing off if I don't know what I'm talking about. I saw the press conference, and I saw her yesterday morning on CBS This Morning, which made me want to toss my cookies. She is nauseating and militant and disgusting, and if Bill Clinton never does anything else besides tell Jesse Jackson where to shove it, he'll be okay in my book. I am so sick and tired of everybody in the Democratic Party sucking around with Jesse Jackson because they're afraid he's going to control all the black vote and they're not going to get in. They never get in anyway. It's about time somebody told Jesse to take a hike.
No, well...
With his big, fat, troublemaking, stirring the pot, opportunistic, fleecing the public mouth.
Well, Neil, deep breath, deep breath. Neil, though, he did take it completely out of context, and what she said originally wasn't like what it came out like on the
whatever you
news
say.
And the papers.
Okay.
I
love Sister Soldier.
Well, you know...
And iced tea, with or without lemon.
I don't care one way or the other about her, but...
Well, then why do you keep hocking to Chinik about it here, sir? You just want to keep repeating and just ramming it down our ears.
No,
I'm getting like an ear infection just hearing this over and over and over again.
No, in fact, I wanted to talk about something.
Screw her already, is what I say.
But he did take it out of context. I heard it.
Yeah, it's the fourth time you've said that. Your point is made, sir. Your point is made. You don't care about it, but I don't have any point.
Well, you're talking about how bad she was to have said it.
I'm not talking about anything. I never even mentioned her today, okay? Forget about her and the boat she came in on. Screw her.
Okay.
Who the hell is she anyway?
I don't know.
Exactly, okay? So forget about it, because it's something that was on, it was something on television again, okay? That's the problem with this whole goddamn country, sir, is whatever is on television is like the buzzword of the moment, and everybody starts buzzing about it, and nobody ever heard of these people, and probably were just as well or better off for not hearing of them.
Well, the only reason
Who gives a crap about Sister Soldier?
Well, the only reason that I have any interest in it at all is because I heard the original comment.
You're repeating yourself again, sir. It was taken out of context. You've said that 50,000 times.
Well, that's not what I was going to say, but okay.
Wait a minute. What is this?
Am I too late?
No. Are you the lighter lady? Yes. Well, good. Give that one back to George, and thank you so much. Thank you a million. You're a great American. Thanks a pile. The lighter lady just came in, sir.
Oh, how nice.
That's okay.
Well, listen, so I see you've got your mind made up about that anyway.
But what is the point? You've already made your point 50,000 times.
Okay.
Why are you... Will you answer me one question? Will you answer me a question?
Move on. We've made the point about that.
You're trying to move on? Well, let me give you a hand. 1257 at WIOD. God almighty, what a pain in the ass. How'd you like to have him in your household, okay? Well, wait a minute. For the 18th time, let me make a point here, okay? Let me make a point. First of all, nobody gives a crap. That's number one. And then just to keep repeating it and droning, you're worse than my mother. I'm in the middle of this massive allergic reaction to that penicillin, and I'm breaking out in hives, and I'm scratching, and I'm practically in tears. And she gets on this kick like a Joan Crawford routine with the hangers. What happened to all those plastic hangers I gave you? Those expensive hangers. I gave you 14 to 20 of those hangers. You got all those cheap wire hangers in your closet. I said, good, call up Joan Crawford, and the two of you can cry over it. Maniac. I'm going through this agonizing, living hell. I'm trying to scrape the skin off my fingers with a bath towel because I'm itching and screaming, and I've got like hives, and I've taken like 80,000 milligrams of this disgusting, grotesque penicillin from my pill doctor across the street. And she's hocking a Chinik about what happened to all those expensive plastic hangers I had in the goddamn clothes closet, and what a disgrace because I got my clothes on all these cheap wire hangers. That's what that guy reminded me of. The definitive, right there. In fact, sir, let me suggest something. Take a hanger right now and go into the closet. and try it on for size. Try that deal, you know, where you put the rope around your neck and you hang yourself from the ceiling and see if it, heightens your sexual excitement. And stick your fist right up your butt and see how. Call us on Monday and let us know how it came out. News from around the planet with Rick and Suds from 2 to 6 this afternoon, and free weed for the classroom. We got Sonny Hirsch and Joe Zagacki on Draft Talk at 6:05 tonight. And Hank Goldberg live from the WIOD blimp at Caesars Palace in Vegas tonight, the site of the Holyfield Holmes Championship fight. Nobody does it like Hank Goldberg at night.
South Florida's news, traffic, and weather zone. News Talk Radio 610 WIOD. Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and the Palm Beaches.
Where's he live?
WIOD, the Neil Rogers Show.
Hi, this is Ron McGill from Miami Metro Zoo, and I listen to that Neil Rogers 1 and 2 hour. Hell, it's even better than Sex with the Animals.
Neil, God.
Everyone is brown. Everyone is brown. All the guys are gay. All the guys are gay. Most are fruits and nuts. Oh! Fruits and nuts. All the rest are flakes. All the rest are flakes. Earthquakes shake the ground. Earthquakes shake the ground. The mudslides every day. Mudslides every day. California sliding. California sliding. Into San Francisco Bay. They wear less to the beach than when they're getting laid. Wearing nothing but a string. Nothing but a string. A smile on their face. Smile on their face. They put more oil on their butt. Oil on their butt. Than in a Chevrolet. In a Chevrolet. California sliding. California sliding. Into San Francisco Bay.
Neil, God.
Into San Francisco Bay.
106 at WIOD. Yeah, there's something sterile in the environment here. And I'll tell you, it's not the air either. Any minute, that stuff, that botulism could break out again. Or is that on the salads here on the table that have been sitting here for about 3 hours now? I want to make a stentorian pronouncement now, and I know we'll never live up to it because I say this every few days, and we always are full of crap. Tomorrow, Outback is coming with that walkabout soup, which is about my favorite thing in the world. Oh, God, do I love that. But after that, for the what's the date tomorrow, the 19th? The rest of the month of June, there shall be no more food in here during 10 to 2. Because remember I said before the food started this morning about how great I felt and that after the food I would be like a little less full of piss and vinegar and the oil and vinegar and all that other stuff. And it's true. You feel like draggy. You start like, you want to sleep and you feel tired and lethargic. Being on the air is not the time to be shoveling food into your mouth. So with all due appreciation to Philadelphia and all the other food forcers out there in Radioland, we're taking a hiatus for several days. Tomorrow we got the soup from Outback, the walkabout, which is great and will not make you lethargic. It'll make you just jump up and down and scream for joy. And that's about it. And all you salespeople out there in the back room, go out and sell somebody and get out of our face. WIOD.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, holding for Neil.
This is he.
Neil.
Yes.
Neil, God.
What do you mean you're holding for Neil? What are you holding? The phone is just ringing, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it was.
Yeah, we're doing screenless this because George needs a long rest.
You shocked me.
Good.
I wanted to give you a bitch story about another female driver.
Yeah.
Yesterday, as I was coming off of I-75 getting onto Palmetto,
yeah.
You know how they got all the cars lined up during rush hour?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this bitch decides to go up to the front of the line. And
don't you love those?
Cut in on an 18-wheeler, only he didn't stop, and he rammed her right in the passenger side door.
Oh! Outstanding.
It was the best.
See, there is justice every once in a while, if only by accident.
Yeah, and then yesterday, later on after that, I'm tailgating this car. There's about room for... there's room...
I don't know why it's so funny, just the way you said that, like that's the way it's supposed to be, you know.
Well, that's all you can,
Right.
All you can fit within a square mile of...
exactly.
Anyway, there's about room to fit a Yugo in between me and the car in front of me.
Yeah.
And this bitch with a Cadillac pulls right in there. I beat my horn. I had to slam the brakes on. And she throws me the finger. How do you like it?
Classy. Real classy.
Yeah. Hey, that guy that a little while ago.
I would have sandwiched her ass with whatever was in front of her and just turned her into a pancake.
I should have. If I'd have been driving my Yugo, she was mine.
Dead meat.
That guy that called a little while ago about Sister Soldier.
Yeah. Your phone's cutting out. I think it's a conspiracy. Yeah.
Wife probably told him to call you. He'd leave her alone.
Right.
I'd like to call...
Quickly, before your phone... Like I said, I think the phone was dying for a good reason, don't you? I think it was an omen. 1:10, 10 after 1. The little hand's on the 1 and the big hand's up your butt.
Catch the latest news, traffic, and weather info each morning with Mike Ranieri in the Morning Information Team just before the Neil Rogers Show.
Anybody got a dog cage? Well, why not? You have no shame at this stage of your life. Why should you? I bet you somebody in our audience has a small dog cage that they'd like to give Cheryl for her dog that she's getting. Is that okay? I'm trying for you with our vast audience out there of at least 30 or 40 people, most of whom are brain dead and wouldn't know a dog if it bit him on the ass. But anyway, if somebody's got a little dog cage, call George up and he'll get the number and give it to Cheryl and we'll solve her problem there, at least one of them anyway. 114 at WIOD. Wasn't that nice? What's wrong with that? But probably people got it put away in the garage somewhere that haven't used it in 20 years. Clean it out first before you bring it over here, by the way, okay? Don't bring her some filthy, trashy dog cage. Bring her something nice and new and shining and clean and antiseptic. Anyway, it's 1:15 at WIOD, and we're doing screenless till 2 o'clock today. We got Rick and Scud. Are they in town again today? Is that 2 shows in a row? God. Man, they're really, it's a dangerous precedent, just like the one we got up in Washington. WIOD. Oh, so weak. Weak. That was the worst one we've heard in years. Terrible. WIOD.
Dale.
Yes, sir.
You know, I want to talk to you about Ranieri.
Oh, please. Possum?
Well, you know, I used to think that you had the best job in radio.
Yeah.
And then I realized it's really Ranieri. I mean, he might not make as much money as you, but...
How do you know that? Nobody knows how much.
Well, no, that's true.
He's pretty tight-lipped like most possums, okay?
Well, let's look at what Ranieri does for his money. Let's look at a typical hour.
Well, that won't take long.
Well, you got the 7 o'clock news.
Ooga boga.
The 7 o'clock news goes to 10 after, 12 after.
Right.
Ranieri comes on and says, got to play a couple of spots.
Yeah.
Comes back on.
Birthday list.
Let's check Bob Soper.
Birthday
check
list.
the weather.
Traffic and the weather and the sports. And here's the voice of the king, Sonny Hirsch, for the next 10 minutes. Yep.
That's it.
Right.
4 hours, doesn't say anything.
And here's the top 10 movies this week. Well, a Batman, $20 million this week. Yeah.
Man, what a great deal. He comes in and you got to talk for 4 hours.
Well, you're not supposed to talk about
calls.
this because they haven't discovered that yet, and he'll get very upset if they ever find out.
Yeah, because, they could save a lot of money there. Yeah. But, I don't know. That's
you talk about the easiest job in radio. I wouldn't wish following the 9 to 10 hour on anybody, okay? So.
Well, I just thought that, thinking about that. And
have you ever heard the voices on that thing? What do we call it, where the people call in?
Oh, the telepoll?
The telepoll. Have you ever heard the voices on there? It's like the same 6 people, and 5 of them have been dead for 20 years.
Well, I think the telepoll question this morning was they wanted to know how many times in the show Ranieri picked his nose.
Right.
And there's a lot of interest in that one.
No, but none of the audience could count that high.
Well, he's got a great job, and I don't know how long...
Well, get a grip on yourself, sir, and have a great life, okay? You're just a little too out of control for me. 117 at WIOD. Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Neil.
Speaking.
Neil.
Yes.
You're picking up the phone now.
I'm doing screenless today for a little while because George is on strike.
All right. This is the little kid in Coral Springs that you hate.
Sir, can I say something to you?
What?
Why don't you find something to do besides try to call here and be a smart ass?
Neil,
If you would call,
What did I do?
Will you shut up and listen?
What?
If you would call rarely, like most intelligent people, instead of like every 5 minutes, and engage in some kind of verbal dialogue beside trying to be some kind of a smart ass and show your butt to the whole world. Is that what you want to do, sir? Why don't you just take your pants down? 117 at WI. See what I mean? He's not capable of it, okay? I guess when you're born that small, it's just a cross that you have to bear for the rest of your life, so to speak. WIOD.
Neil, which side of your body hurts when you get that operation?
I beg your pardon? The side that your gallbladder's on, like the right side?
Oh. Well, Hank was wrong then last night.
Wrong about what?
He was mentioning your remote. He said make sure everybody punches you on the left side.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's out there for the fight.
Hey, Neil?
Yeah.
Tell Jeff Cohen to snapple this.
118 at WIOD. See what I mean about just barely making the needle move at all, like on the Richter scale of life? WIOD. WIOD.
Mr. Radio's the best.
Was that Gary Seibel? I would swear it sounded like him.
The opinions expressed in this program are not necessarily those of 610 WIOD or its sponsors.
When you were a child, your mother told you to clean your plate because there were people starving in India. You always wondered what good it would do. The fact is, it makes those starving people feel a whole lot better to know that you're not letting food go to waste. Food that they could eat. The Clean Plate Notification Bureau can help. Every time you clean your plate, the Clean Plate Notification Bureau will let a starving family know about it. Just imagine the smiles on their grimy, gaunt faces when they hear you've eaten all your dinner.
Oh, gather round, everybody. It's a letter from the Clean Plate Notification Bureau.
What does it say?
It says, little Jimmy Grismer in Canton, Ohio, cleaned his plate every night last week, even the beef.
Oh, it makes me so happy.
Me too. Oh, look, they sent the clean plate. I should lick it to make sure it's clean all the way. Oh, no. Oh, no.
For just pennies a plate, you and the Clean Plate Notification Bureau can do a world of good. A third world of good.
So how's your friend Micromember doing up there in Coral Springs? 123 at WIOD, and let's do Broward County. Hello? Hello? There's somebody on there, you know. Trust me.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yeah. Okay. Another punk. They're out of school now. Send them to camp. Barbed wires, lots of microwave ovens, large radar ranges. WIOD.
Neil.
Yeah.
Hi, how you doing?
Okay.
Listen, I called you last Thursday before you went in for your operation.
Yes, sir.
I was the one going in for the vasectomy.
Oh, well, I sure hope you had a better thing than I did.
Well, it was a different experience.
Yeah.
The thing I was worried about most was when they go to give you the Novocaine. And I tell you what, that first little prick will definitely get your attention.
I believe it.
If I can say that.
That's what they say in Coral Springs.
It was, I wouldn't want to do it again, but
yeah.
It's over and done with.
Well, I don't want to get too personal, but where they administer the Novocaine? Well, I mean,
right at the base. Can we say?
At the base, yeah.
Yeah, right around that area.
Mm-hmm, the base of the vase.
You got it. And it brought me up out of the table.
I would think so.
But we made it through it. All the horror stories I've heard about afterwards, the next 2 days weren't, a little tender, but everything's back to normal now.
Love me tender, right.
There you go.
Well, that's good.
So we both survived it. I'm glad you made it through, too.
Well,
Sounds like you had more trouble than I did,
Mine
though.
was a little hairier, but what can I tell you?
Yeah. And the operation, too, right?
It's all in the distant past now. You just look back and kind of laugh.
There you go.
And hold your side real tight.
Well, my biggest problem now is I'm a Philly fan, so the suffering continues. It's just different.
Hey,
different
tonight's
type.
the big night. Cubs and the Phillies at the vet.
We got Schilling on the mound. We might have a chance. Who's pitching for the Cubs?
Castillo.
Yeah,
Now, let me just tell you about Frankie Castillo. He's either very good or very bad. There's no happy medium with old Frank.
Yeah.
So
is it at Philly or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see which one shows up. 7:35 p.m. tonight.
I'll be listening.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.
125 already. God, this is moving along like lightning, isn't it? Seems like what, 70, 80, 90 hours ago that we sat down here today in this basically almost empty building where there isn't nothing going on. It is. It's sterile in here. It's like a vacuum. There's just nothing, no excitement. There's no vibration. There's no anything. There's no pulse. It's like death. You walk up and down the hallway, and there's a couple of, like, salespeople who look like they're lost, wandering around, and some of the people from the coast are like, what's going on? We still on the air? Where's Fleetwood? Where's the playlist? Although I, again, commend them. I cannot believe that they played Eye in the Sky this morning by the Alan Parsons Project. God, the greatest record in the history of music. I mean, undeniably, beyond a shadow of a doubt, because that's my opinion. WIOD. WIOD.
Neil.
Yeah.
I was in a hospital up in Plantation for about 3 weeks.
Plantation General?
Excuse me?
Plantation General?
No.
Humana?
No, it was University.
University?
University Pavilion on University Drive.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it?
I didn't know. University and what?
74th something. I'm from Dade County, so I don't know.
74th something?
7425, I think was the address, University Drive.
Well, whatever you say.
So anyway, I think I had it worse than you did, but I'm glad to see you back. Everything's okay. I have a request.
Well, what does that mean? I mean, what did you just say? You think you had it worse than I did, and what? What did
no,
you
you
have?
had it worse than I did.
Oh, okay.
I basically got off easy.
Okay, what is it?
I want to hear Sammy Smith parody on Yesterday.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Oh, man. Sorry. We can't say sorry enough. 127 at WIOD, and I'm telling you, man, what's going on in this town, I wouldn't wish on Heinrich Himmler and Ava Braun on a bad day or Sister Soldier. God.
Yesterday, Sammy Smith fumbled the ball away. We knew that bum never knew how to play. I can't believe what happened yesterday. Yesterday, the playoffs didn't seem so far away. Thanks to Sammy, now there is no way. Oh, yesterday sucked royally. Why you drop that ball and you pay or go away? Sammy sucks. Now I long for Brian. So
Bye, Sammy. Pack that man a sandwich. Salami on rye with mayonnaise. 129 at WIOD, and let's, how about line 8? WIOD.
I have just discovered a gallbladder.
WIOD.
Now that they're free, they're eating those bananas.
Have a banana.
They're softening their stools as we speak.
WIOD. Hello. WIOD.
Give it up, Neil.
WIOD. WIOD.
Hello?
Yes. Who's this, micro member? WIOD.
Yes, Neil?
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing a different format today.
Yeah, we sure are.
Oh.
I'd like to mix it up a little bit, you know what I'm saying, sir?
Yeah, I was confused. I was calling and calling.
Just let it ring. Just let it keep doing it.
It's like weird.
Yeah, it is like weird. Like.
Anyway, how you doing?
I like.
Yeah? What do you think of all the things going on in the news today?
Like depressing, man.
Valentine's Day, the worst concoction of cockerai we've spoken to in many, many years here today. WIOD.
Yeah, Neil?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I wanted to talk to you about Rick Sanchez.
Why?
Oh, we saw him at a, Ross department store.
At a what?
At a Ross. R-O-S-S.
Ross?
Yeah. And he was changing his shirt right in the middle of the store.
Yeah.
And this guy, he's a total idiot.
1:30 at WIOD. Let's go to Dade County. Hello.
Yeah.
WIOD.
Only if...
WIOD.
Neil, Ellis Rubin, how you doing?
WIOD.
Hey, Neil, how's it going?
Pretty good.
All right, listen, first I'd like
to... believe all these celebrities we're hearing from today. The greats and the near greats. We had Elvis Jr. We just had Ellis Rubin Jr.
I hate it when that happens.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, first I'd like to say thanks to you and Rick and Suds. You made me a talk radio convert. So
and
you guys
Michael Member Jr.? Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are making money for the station. Concise, two-part commentary. One is on this soldier thing, whoever this lady is. I think that Benjamin Hooks and people like Al Sharpton and Jesse, they got a lot of nerve saying that people are befuddling the issues when they're giving a lot of credit to this lady, possibly with a ninth-grade education in a talent field where anybody who can make a real cheap rhyme can make $1 million. So let's talk about minimalizing the issues.
Well, what's wrong with making a cheap rhyme? Jesse Jackson's been making a career of that for 30 years now.
Yeah, but, people, you're absolutely right about the TV thing. If there weren't for the TV, then this woman wouldn't be causing anybody any problems. I'd have never heard of her, and my life would be a lot better.
Exactly.
Anyway, so got a good hospital story for you.
Yeah.
You might like this stuff. It was up in West Palm, so that should tell you something anyway. It was my uncle. He's a pretty stout old guy. He's about 65. He's pretty tough, but he's still working. And he had an on-the-job accident. He screwed up his knee and his back, and he was hospitalized for acute pain. He couldn't move or anything. So he tells them, first off, hey, I'm allergic to Tylenol, and I'm allergic to tape. And they put it on his chart, and they stick him in bed, and they said, hey, you got some good pain there, so what do you think?
And they taped a bunch of Tylenol to his ass.
Just about. They started pumping him with Tylenol, free, good codeine stuff in there. And they taped the IV to his arm, of course. And so he had this spectacular allergic reaction, first of all. So in order to treat the allergic reaction, they stick him in this bathtub. It's got like a side door, like an old Model A Roadster or something. It holds about 100 gallons of water, and they put oatmeal or some kind of crap in there to relieve the allergic reaction. And he's sitting in there just starting to get relaxed a little bit, and the side door blows open on this thing, right? So this poor 65-year-old man gets blown out on the water, out on the floor with 100 gallons of water. And
I bet it was soothing, though.
Oh, I'm sure it was, right up to the part where he hit the ceramic there.
Yeah.
And that wasn't so soothing. So then they said, oh, yeah, well, we've been having a problem with that. And the next day they stuck him back in it, and guess what happened? It blew open again.
One more time.
It blew open again. So in the meantime, he's concocting a real nice lawsuit. They keep pumping him with the Tylenol.
Massive lawsuit. Just keep saying it.
Okay, but
it has a good ring to it.
But we're not quite finished.
Yeah.
They put him in this table. It's some kind of entire body traction, right? And this thing rotates from side to side to keep the bodily fluids, moving and stuff like that. And they didn't quite have a hang on how to put him in there because he's got this back problem, right? So they strapped him in at the feet. They strapped him in around the top of his head, but they didn't immobilize his back. So this thing's rotating from side to side, and he's swinging back and forth like a sack of potatoes with all this back pain, right?
Oh, man, that would be good on Payphone Challenge. That would be great.
Oh, it was lovely. So he said, screw you. He made him give him his clothes. He got up and left, and now he's going to sue their ass off. So.
Outstanding.
So have a good day, Neil.
We get half.
All right.
See you. 134. That punk that called before about how come I'm ripping Mount Sinai because he was born there? I mean, what kind of logic is that? Would you stop and think about that? Talk about prepubescent mentality. How is it possible for there to be so many dumb kids running around on the loose? How is it possible? Like, I was born in Strong Memorial Hospital in Rochester, New York, okay? And if somebody got butchered up there, would I say, oh, gee, you shouldn't be knocking him. I was born there after all. What the hell does that mean, you punk?
Get the latest news, traffic, and weather info each morning with Mike Ranieri in the Morning Information Team just before the Neil Rogers Show.
I think your radio station is very crappy.
She had herself a kid without a hobby. Now she's getting flack from our naughty DP. Murphy Brown, she's getting down on Murphy Brown. She's just a character on TV.
Why has Dan Quayle started picking on me?
Every time he speaks, it's working in the way. Instead of bugging Murphy, so just hold off all day. Well, the clown is out of town. We're getting down on Murphy Brown. All he did was have a little baby.
He must have something better to do as VP. Get a life, you dweeb.
Low-grade moron, slime ball, illiterate goofball. You. 20 till 2 at WIOD. Let's do Dade County. Hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Great.
I just faxed you something. I was wondering if you saw it.
Highly unlikely that it'll get here because we got a skeleton crew here today, and most of the ones who are walking around look like skeletons.
Anyway, it's from this book called The Boys from New Jersey.
Yeah.
About the Lucchese crime family over there. There's a gangster there called Fat Jack DeNorcio.
Yeah.
And he looks just like Hank Goldberg.
Oh, I did see that. I got it. Oh, yeah, here it is. Yeah.
Just like him. It's the same
Holy
guy.
crap.
Check and see what Hank was doing in 1986.
I'd recognize those chins anywhere, man.
But maybe...
Now you know why he spends all that free time in Vegas.
Absolutely.
There you go. I rest my case. He's probably out there with Mo Green right now.
Yeah, by the way, maybe you could refresh my memory. Didn't Pompano used to have Sunday racing?
Yes, they did. I think last year and the year before they tried it for 2 seasons, and I liked it a lot. I thought it was great, but they didn't like it, and they dropped it.
Yeah, because I thought it was there one Sunday night, but I was in an argument with someone that said, no, they never
They sure did.
But,
2 years in a row we did it, and I was there every Sunday, and I liked it a lot, and what can I tell you? They didn't like it.
I thought so, but just remember when you're ripping Hank, he's obviously got friends in high places there, and you don't want to sleep with the fishes or whatever.
All right.
Take care now.
Bye. 142 at WIOD, and let's do, do the screenless, and I try to jump all around to make sure that we get micro-organ on a couple of times. WIOD. WIOD.
Yeah, can I just be on the talk show?
What?
Can I be on the talk show?
How old are you?
I'm 23.
Oh, woo! Let's go to Dade County, WIOD.
Yes, I want to know the time to interview Brent.
WIOD.
Uncle Neil.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Let me ask you,
That was, you know who that was on there just now? That was our buddy from Homestead on that line, too.
I couldn't hear because you having the phones ring and I couldn't hear the show.
Believe me, you're very lucky.
That's pretty bad, huh? Neil, how's the satellite? You have the number for that?
What are you talking about?
For the satellite company.
Do I have the number for it?
Yeah. Or who's
No, I mean, like, it's barely like hello or anything, and already you want something. You barely, like, said hello.
So how you been? How's the operation going?
Nah, too late now. It's too late now. You just want something. You want the number for Rice International? Is that it?
Is that it, Rice
Are you going to get a dish?
Yeah, I'm thinking of getting a dish.
Don't think about it. Do it.
Get it, definitely?
You will kiss the ground and send me love letters in the sand and thank. I'm telling you.
And
the only thing that can keep you sane in this town. Are you in Dade?
Yeah, I'm in Dade, yeah.
895 7661.
7661. Okay, one more question, Neil. Do you ever watch the show Dream On HBO?
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it?
Dream On?
Yeah, Dream On. It's an adult
Dream On
comedy.
who?
It's pretty funny.
It's about what?
It's an adult comedy. But
I'll
check it out. You'll like it.
Okay.
Okay, Neil, thanks.
Good luck with your dish. 143 at WIOD, the Star Line. He said, with great anticipation and hopes for the best, and there's nobody on there. Which, like I said, ain't too bad by comparison. WIOD. WIOD. 144. See, there's that one little moment there, and you think, well, just maybe let it get him out of his system. You know what I'm saying? Like some old bad green snot that's like way up in your sinuses. And it's just hopeless because it's so small. It's like an ingrown hairnail. An ingrown hairnail, which is a combination. No, seriously, that's like a combination of ingrown toenail and ingrown hair. And boy, you get those two babies in there together fighting to force their way out, and you got some heavy-duty pressure, depending on where it might be. WIOD. Okay. WIOD on the Star Line.
Hi, Neil.
Yes.
Hey, I'm so glad to hear that you're feeling better. You had me in stitches during your operation. We were really concerned.
Yeah, you had me in stitches. That's clever. A little play on words there, I guess.
Oh, well, we were concerned. We don't want to lose you.
Yeah, I can tell by the response since I've been back that the audience is just mesmerized.
Well, they're all a bunch of you-know-what. But the true listeners really care about you.
Yeah, all 6 of them.
Well, count me in. Listen, Neil, you used to play a bit...
Count you out. What is it?
Neil, you used to play a bit called a blue job. And I've been dying.
Long gone.
Oh.
Long gone.
Why?
Because they yanked it out.
Well, where do we get it?
You don't get it. There's no such thing as where do we get it. It's gone. They pulled it out of here because they're a bunch of pansies.
Oh, the censorship is a bunch of junk.
Well, there you go, sir. We got no more trouser trout. We got no more Memphis. We got no more blue job. We got no more green job.
I told my wife
we got a snow job. That's what we got here. That's about it. We got a big snow job from the pansies at Cox Broadcasting. That's what we got.
Well, with all the money they have, they can afford to pay the fine.
Yeah, right.
We should have...
No, that's the problem. They did pay the fine. That's the problem. Instead of standing up and fighting it like they have some principle to stand on with their $5 billion.
Oh, it's going to cost us money. Oh, God.
Did they take it out of your salary?
course not.
Oh, well, thank goodness for small things. Well, Neil, listen, I just wanted to personally say...
What do you mean did they take it out of my salary? What does that mean?
Well, where I work, if I screw up, they'll take
No,
it
I didn't screw up. Everything that this station got fined for was approved by the middle-level management on this radio station.
Oh, you mean so it came out of Disney?
It didn't come out... I don't know who it came out of, sir. It didn't come out of my hide, I'll tell you that.
Well, we all have to suffer because of it.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you'll survive, okay?
Well, we will. Now that you're back and healthy and alive...
Okay, have a great life and grow up already. 146 at WIOD. What is that? What do you want? Well, why are you holding that like you've got some, like, magic potion in your hand? Like holding that cup of coffee like a witch's brew behind some piece of boring copy he's got again. God, you hear that one spot he does? It starts out like somebody has just stuck their foot about 4 feet up his butt, like somebody goosed him. You're regressing back into that 50... God. Probably talking to Ron St. John a lot lately. 147 at WIOD. 147. You into Super Dave. And Mr. Music, or Mr. Radio. What's his name? Mr. Radio. What a slob. Have you ever seen that guy, Mr. Radio? God. Oh, man, Mr. Radio, you are like a waddling sack of walking crap is what you are, okay? You are just pathetic. God, I'd rather see Al Lombardo than Mr. Radio, and I'd rather be dead than see Al Lombardo again, although probably up at Pompano will have to be saddled with his ugliness again up there tonight, wandering around desperately hoping that somebody speaks to him. I love that gang up there on the 4th floor. They just all, like, wander around finding, oh, look, I had the 2 over the 3, 4, 5, and the 1 over... Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Just sit in your own seat and cash or tear it up and just have a good time, and stop running around trying desperately to find somebody to validate your pathetic existence, okay, Al? 148 at WIOD, and this weekend we're going to be at... Where are we going to be? We're going to be at Brandsmart in the Sawgrass Mills Mall from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday. Get it right. This Saturday. Keep saying it over and over again this Saturday. And they'll be demonstrating the Sony Data Discman. And we'll have our Camilla's House CDs and those new T-shirts and some tickets to the Dolphins preseason opener against the Cowboys and tickets to the Hurricane home opener against Florida A&M. And speaking of the Sony Data Discman, it is about as much fun as you can have in the palm of your hand legally. I'll tell you that. Anywhere in Dayton, Broward, guaranteed. And they've got all kinds of neat stuff that you pop in there, like the Dictionary of American Slang, and the Webster Crossword Puzzle Dictionary, and Monarch Notes, and International Wine Guide, and Official Airline Guide, and World Travel Translator, and Ebert's Movie Home Companion, and the Timetable of Arts and Entertainment, and Sporting News Baseball Guide and Register, and much more. The Sony Data Discman is an electronic book reader that's capable of displaying thousands of pages of text and graphics stored on a removable disc. You just pop them in and yank them out. And they give you access to an entire library worth of information right on top of your desk or on your briefcase. And, of course, it's the perfect gift for Father's Day, graduation, or back to school or back to shul. So check it out. This Saturday at Brandsmart from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., the Sony Data Discman. I'll see you at the Sawgrass Mills Saturday.
Got those slow-moving, brake-dragging, bumper-to-bumper blues? Must be you're stuck in traffic right now. I guess you missed that traffic report on 610 WIOD. Stop singing and stay tuned to 610 WIOD for Skywatch 610 traffic updates. Heard each day from the morning into the afternoon and throughout the night. Skywatch 610 traffic from South Florida's news, traffic, and weather station. News Talk Radio, 610 WIOD, and bust the bumper-to-bumper blues. Tonight at 6, it's Sports Talk 610, South Florida's most listened to sports show.
Hey, man, how you doing? Hey, if you've been riding around your lowrider cruising for babes all day, you're probably pretty hungry right about now, right? So what you gonna do? Go home where you gotta wash your hands, keep your elbows off the table, say people thank you. You don't gotta do that. Come see us, cause we're the new self-service Mexican restaurant.
Excuse me, I'd like the conquistador special.
Hey, man, you can tease whatever you want. Because I ain't going to get it for you. We're not your mama.
Oh.
Not your mama. Serving up the best of anything you want. As long as you go back and make it yourself.
That was great.
Where you going? I'm going to go pick that up for for you. Why some dishes, man? What?
So, for Tex-Mex with no respect, it's not your mama. Do it yourself. We're not your mama.
153 at WIOD. Speaking of mothers, Johnny Dork was just in here briefly, and boy, are we depressed about that. WIOD.
Oh, yeah. Can I be on the meal?
No chance. WIOD.
Hello.
Oops, too late. WIOD. WIOD.
Neil.
Yes.
How you doing?
Okay.
Listen, you're killing me down here in Southwest Gate.
Why is that?
I've been beating the steering wheel and laughing so hard tears are running out of my eyes.
Really? Me too.
Listen, I got an absolutely shameless request.
No chance.
No chance.
Well, it's pretty late.
Well, I understand, but it'll kill a little bit of time.
What is it?
Dice-a-roni?
See ya. 153 at WIOD. Starline.
Time? What is it? Dice-a-roni?
See ya. 153 at WIOD. Starline.
Time? What is it? Dice-a-roni?
See ya. 153 at WIOD. Starline.
Time? What is it?
Whoops, hello?
Oh, and then he gets then his phone craps out. That was special. That was, see, it was an hour and a half of the screenless, and you thought, oh, this is pretty good, this is garbage. And then finally, we strike gold, man. That made the whole show work. Thank you so much, sir. That was like the time tunnel and confusion and phone crap and just like rolled it all up into one big, gigantic electronic ball. And you're like sitting right inside of it. That was it. God. Man, the hairs inside, the follicles inside my colon are like trembling now from that. God, that was good. WIOD. WIOD.
Neil.
Yes.
I have to tell you this. I want to celebrate this with you. 24 years ago, I had my gallbladder removed.
Yeah?
Yeah. You know by who? A North Vietnamese doctor using a Russian Katushin rocket.
Oh! 155. Well, hey, at least it was cheap anyway. And don't have to worry about the dangers of that very, very nauseous anesthetic either. WIOD.
Did you play the Scott Cannon promo?
Yeah, right. WIOD.
Hi, Neil?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I just wondered if you knew the 4 F's that were associated with gallbladder disease.
The 4 F?
F. It's not bad. It's fat, fertile, 40-ish, and flatulent. Did you have any of those?
Please don't say the F word.
I thought that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's cute.
All righty.
Not great, but cute.
It was cute.
Okay.
It's real, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Pretty weak. 156 at WID. Who's that? Oh, is that you? Or did you pick it up? It was what?
A crank.
On the bat line. Oh, boy. Fat Rich is giving that number out again. Probably got another speeding ticket. See, I originally wasn't going to snitch on him, but he keeps, every time he gets stopped, he gives the cop the bat line.
Hey, big boy.
See what I'm saying? There you go. Fat Rich's boyfriends again. WIOD.
Hi, Neil.
Hi.
For the kid that was born in Mount Sinai, I went in there 20 years ago, perfect, and came out with a brain-damaged child.
How do you
still
like
brain
that?
damaged.
Yeah.
Number 2, Sister Soldier was on...
Speaking of brain damage.
Phil Donahue, after the riots, she had food stamps half of her life and received a scholarship to go to college. And now she's condemning the very system that gave her that chance. I think that's pretty unfair.
She makes me nauseous. She makes me want to go back in the hospital and let them do anything they want to me.
I'm glad that you're well. Thank you.
Or put her in there instead.
Well, that show was really something to see.
Nauseating.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, we got that straightened out, okay, for the punk who survived Mount Sinai at birth, okay? Mr. Hotshot, Mr. Expert, Mr. Rocket Scientist, WIOD. WIOD.
Yeah, you're so cool, man.
WIOD.
Hey, how you doing?
Okay.
Well, you know what I want to do to Sister Soldier?
WIOD.
Bring back the lightning round, Neil.
WIOD.
Hello, Neil. How are you?
Okay.
Good. You know that's that gallbladder operation you had?
Yeah.
You know it's the second most frequent performed surgery?
Yeah.
And it takes
I think, by the way, I forgot to mention the CBS, the Eye on the News, or whatever they're calling that thing on CBS News. I think it's tonight they're having a feature on that.
Oh, really?
Because all these people are...
It's in the mail.
All these
Wellington
people...
Hospital.
Huh?
I get this newspaper from Wellington Hospital.
No, but seriously, people are bleeding to death from it because there are surgeons performing it who are like beginners and they're like experimenting on patients and they don't know how to do it yet.
Oh, no.
And they're having all kinds of exciting little things.
Yeah, it takes 6.6 days hospital stay. How long did you say?
6.6 days?
Yeah, that's what it says.
I was there for about 5 days.
Oh, you were?
But I was expecting you to be there overnight for 1 day. That's the big sales pitch. Oh, yeah, you come in for one night, rest up, and you go home the next day.
Yeah, there you go.
Not?
Listen, I'm calling in sick from your work from last Saturday. Didn't show up. Dwight, I'm sorry. You're a douchebag. And, Kevin, you're bedwetting Pansy.
Okay.
Good night, Neil.
Don't do it again. Okay. What about all these strange sounds we got there, those extraneous little farting sounds on the phone? Well, anyway, we got that one call on the mobile there that certainly made my entire day, and now that I'm between that and getting my paycheck, I feel it was like a redeeming thing even to come in here today. Because certainly there are a lot of other people who didn't bother to. This is like a ghost town in here. It's like a skeleton crew. It's like, there's just a certain, I was going to say a certain atmosphere in here, but it's like a lack of atmosphere in this place. Like there's just nothing going on. Like we're just day walking. I don't know how to describe it. Like we're just going through the motions of life. Like we're faking our way through. Like we're on some horrendous drug trip. Like somebody has released all kinds of hallucinogenic drugs throughout the ventilation system. Anyway, speaking of that, breathe deep now. News from around the planet with Rick and Spud this afternoon are going to be smoking the carpeting, okay? From 2 to 6 this afternoon to make way for a basketball and football draft talk with Sonny and Joe Zagakakaki at 6:05 this evening. And then, of course, the highlight of the day, every day, Monday through Friday, here on WIOD, a monster in the broadcast industry, a man with more chins than the entire Chinese army, Hank Goldberg, with Goldberg at night, live from Caesar's Palace in Vegas, the site of the Holy Cow Holyfield Homes Championship fight.
South Florida's news, traffic, and weather station. News Talk Radio 610 WIOD. Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and the Palm Beaches.